Okay, you can hear me? You good?
Yeah.
All right, so we're ready. RadioOnFire.com. Yours truly, Diamond K, in here with the lovely
Mrs. Sweet Tea.
His and Hers TV. Of course, I'm the his.
And I'm the hers.
Right. Okay. Is that flawless? Is that what it says?
I'm flawless.
Okay. How are you doing, by the way?
I'm awesome.
I haven't seen you this year, I don't think.
Really?
I don't think so.
Oh.
So happy 2015.
Happy New Year.
I talked to you. I haven't seen you though.
Yes.
So a lot of things I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk some relationship stuff, which we talk about quite often. And it is never a shortage of relationship, topics, because men and women are so different.
Every day.
You would think that y'all would have figured us out by now.
I think we have figured you guys out, but we figured you guys out, but we just try to get more from you. We try to open the male character. We try to open you up. Try
What?
to make you do things and say things that you wouldn't ordinarily say.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like making you guys communicate your feelings more. Like we figured you out. We just want you to figure yourself out. So we're trying to make you communicate, open yourself up to new things or things that you've never shared with others. And we're trying to be that one that you share that with.
You being a woman, I want to ask you this. A lot of guys that I've talked to, me personally, I want to know from a woman, why do women like quote unquote bad guys over good guys? Why?
It's a gift and a curse, I think.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I don't think women like the bad guys.
You don't?
No, we don't look like, we want the bad ones. We like men that have a streak in them, like that's good, but have a lot of like that swag in them, like gonna put his foot down. Like we don't want somebody that we can walk over and don't have, like we need somebody.
So
that
you
has a
want?
backbone.
So you're saying you're welcoming the argument. You want the argument to happen, but you think that you can control how much arguing happens.
No, I'm sorry to say, good guys do finish last sometimes, but we don't want a bad guy. But
no, you do. Y'all want guys who are going to go upside your heads. Y'all want that. Y'all want that. Y'all want a guy who's gonna talk to you like you ain't shit.
False.
You want a guy who's gonna call you a bitch. You want a guy who call all that. You know what I mean? You want a guy who's gonna pull you. Wrong. You want that
in the bedroom.
Why?
Yes.
Why do you want that?
That's
here's
not
the thing.
true.
You can't cut it off though. Here's the thing. So if the guy treats you like that, it's not when you want to be treated like that. It's in front of your family. It's when you at work. It's because that's who he is at his core.
We're not looking for a bad guy. We just want a guy with some edge to him. We want it all wrapped up in one big package. Like, we want a good dude, but we don't want a dude that we can just walk all over. Like, I can't speak for all women. Maybe some women like people that they can walk all over, and a man that doesn't have a backbone and don't stand up for himself. But we want a good guy, but we want somebody that's strong.
And by the way, Saturdays we are live on RadioOnFire.com. As we are right now, if you're watching this live, and of course, if you're not, then it's on demand. But you say that y'all want everything the way you want it, okay? You cannot bring
men are the same way.
That's like saying you want a child, right? But you don't want him to make no noise. You don't want him to go. You want him to already be potty trained. Like if you want the child, you got to take the good with the bad.
Men like girls that have a little stank to it. Come on now.
We like them for what?
When you get a Betty Crocker box bitch, you guys get bored with her.
A what?
A Betty Crocker box bitch.
A Betty Crocker box bitch. Please explain what is a Betty Crocker box
A Betty
bitch.
Crocker box bitch is just like the box, like when you go in the store and you get the box mashed potatoes or the cake, all the ingredients, it tells you all the ingredients to put in it, how to bake it, when to take it out. She's like a train bitch. Like, you get to add what the fuck you want to add into her. She's already
what y'all
molded. No. You guys like a girl that has a little edge to it. Y'all get born with the girl that always wants to stay home all the time, that wants to cook, that wants to clean. This, yes, baby, with everything you like, baby.
Nah.
Y'all get bored with that. And then you go cheat on her with a thought, and the one that wants to dress naked and hang upside down and give you oral and stuff like that. Yes. You guys yes. That's why in a relationship, you have to balance it out. You have to have the freakiness, the sternness, the seriousness. It has to come all in one package.
Here's the problem with what you're saying.
Oh,
Okay,
my
and this
goodness.
is the problem with women. Y'all want things to be perfect. You want the right amount of pepper, the right amount of salt, the right amount of sugar, the right amount of liquor. You want the perfect mix.
No, that's a
he gotta
box
be
nigga.
he gotta be
No.
one part thug, one part nice, one part
Yes.
smart, one part good father. Get the fuck out of here, okay? You gotta take the guy as he comes.
No, you don't.
Yes,
no,
you
you don't.
do.
Because I feel like if you're out here dating and you meet some guy and he's missing that one part, whatever.
Which part though?
That one part or whatever that's missing that you feel that he needs to have, then you need to move on because
No.
he's not the man for
Okay,
you.
see that I disagree with that.
Why?
I disagree with that. Now, let's say he's missing what part though? What is the part he's missing? Okay.
What if he's missing a penis?
Then he's not a guy. Come on
No,
now.
but what I'm saying is, what if his pee-pee's too little?
Okay,
How are we going to make up for that?
okay, no, that's fine. If the sex is not to your liking, right? If sex is not to your liking, then fine. I agree. That aside, for instance, not calling any names out, but let's say
And brothers with the little peepees, I'm sorry, but some women can deal with y'all. So
well, I mean,
can't speak for
let
every
me
woman.
let me say this.
Some women can work it.
Let me say
work
this.
it out.
Let me say this. If you don't have any walls, right? Then maybe the guy's maybe he ain't hitting it right. You can't hit the bottom if there's no fucking walls, right? So maybe if y'all wasn't so damn loose, then maybe we wouldn't have this problem. You know what I mean?
That was really rude.
Well, let me say this: if a guy is a nice guy, right? I think I'm a nice guy. Some people may differ. Some people may not agree with that. Depending on when I dated her, she may feel differently about this. But generally speaking, I'm a nice guy. Now, if I'm in a relationship or if it's a one night stand, you get two different people, right?
Okay.
If I'm just having a sexual relationship with you, you don't get the same side as my relationship side. And that's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
In the event that I get close to somebody, you're going to be who you are.
Okay.
I'm genuinely a nice person.
Okay.
If you get to see that side of me.
Right.
It takes a lot to get to that side of me.
Right.
But, so I'm like that. I personally would like a nice woman. However, I don't seem to get those. I seem to get some other kind of women.
Well, what kind of women do you think that you're getting?
I get women that are not as nice as me. Okay.
And what do you mean by that?
I mean, over the years, and I joke about this sometimes, I say that it's a light skin, brown skin thing, and the brown skin ones tend to have more of an attitude and tend to want to argue more. And the light skin ones are a little bit more stuck on themselves and the way they look, and it's all about them. Generally speaking, that is the way it is. If you look at my resume, you're going to see the majority brown skin girls on there. So that's the majority of arguing, the majority of broken shit, the majority of, you know what I mean?
So why don't you
Police
go get a
called.
light bright?
Huh?
So why don't you get a light bright then?
Because I like the way brown skinned women look better. They look better.
You do a show with with a light skinned chick. You want to sit here and tell me because you feel brown skin? See,
They're not bad looking. I just like the way their skin looks better. Sorry.
And me and a light skinned chick coworker, we were talking about this yesterday or the day before yesterday, and it's not even the white people that's having. We are prejudiced within our own race. We do it all the time, and it's so sad.
I'm not prejudiced. Okay?
Yes, you
So
are. You just said a prejudice statement.
How's that prejudice?
Brown skin or dark skin girls' skin look better than light skin girls.
I said I like you better. Now, listen, my mother is very light.
Very light.
Okay.
She's lighter than me.
Okay, my sisters, two of them are light.
Right.
I can be considered like, I don't know.
Light skin?
Light skin, yeah. I'm not saying that it's bad. I mean, it's just like you got cookies or you
Why
got
do
cake.
they skin look
Like,
better
so
than
you got
ours?
cookies or you got cake. You like, ooh, I want the cookies. So cake is like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I like you too, but I want the cookies. You know what I mean? You good. Now, if there was no cookies here, I'd be cake all day.
Would they skin smell like cocoa butter or something?
No, it's not that. It's not that. You know what I mean? Listen, I
don't have a skin preference.
I don't dislike light skinned women. I was engaged to a light skinned woman.
Right.
Okay.
And ever
So-
since her, you was like, fucking light skinned bitch. It always take one light skinned girl to ruin your life. And then I'm done with them.
It's not that. It's not that. But
I don't have a preference.
everybody
I don't care what
having
color
a
your skin
preference is not being
You could have
prejudiced.
been Asian. My husband could have been Asian, black.
Having a preference is not prejudice.
skin.
But
My
you have a
husband-
preference.
My husband is like that. I've dated a lot of guys like that. That
Well-
has a preference over the skin color of their African American
Sure.
sister.
Everybody
And
has.
it's terrible.
You know, like if you like
I don't
white
think
guys.
white people don't do
No,
that.
they do. You're lying. You're lying.
Oh, they
And-
only got one choice, and that's
But here's
white.
the thing.
Oh, I want me
a lot of white
fair-skinned.
guys will say, "Yo, I want a blonde. I only date blondes."
That's
Blondes
hair color.
It's still a preference.
No,
it's
they're
still
still
a preference. Yeah,
They're still white. They
and,
don't be
and
like,
black women are still black.
No, they don't be like.
I cannot believe-
I want me a tan white woman over
They-
a
oh, they
pale
say that.
white
Oh, yeah,
woman
they definitely
or
say
a
that.
fair skinned
Oh,
white
nah,
woman.
nah,
They probably
nah.
like I'd rather
Nah,
a
they say
brunette
that.
over a blonde or a redhead. You know what? I always wonder if they were redhead at top, if the carpet downstairs is red too.
I don't know. I dated a girl, a white girl with red hair before. However, she kept
kept
it
it bald.
laid down. It was completely baby. It was a baby's bottom, but it was like stubble. But I couldn't see. I couldn't see the stubble. Yeah, I couldn't see the stubble.
Isn't that an interesting question? If
Very-
anyone can answer that,
Very interesting.
If you are a redhead on top, is your carpet downstairs red also? Let us know.
That is interesting. But
You're a racist.
men like different things for different purposes. So
What is what is the difference between light skinned girls and brown skinned girls and
well,
dark skinned
I can't really. That's just a preference thing. I just can't believe that I'm hearing a light skinned woman talk about, oh my God, I can't believe the brown skinned girls getting the love. I mean, usually the brown skinned women are complaining that they don't get the love. So I'm giving them love. But it's a preference thing, and that's strictly what it is. However, I've seen beautiful light skinned women, and I've seen beautiful brown skinned women, and I've seen ugly light skinned women and the ugly brown skinned women. So it's not that.
It's just a preference.
right.
But you have that right to have your preference.
Yeah. But I don't want to lose focus. Men like all women for different things. So if you on some, I'm trying to get it in, then of course you want a freak, right? However, you wouldn't want to turn this hoe into a housewife. So if you're shopping for a wife, your requirements are different than if you're shopping for fun.
I don't think so.
What?
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Because you could. Okay, do you categorize a freak as a girl that you meet in a club and you smash her that first night? Is she a freak to you?
Yes.
I'm a freak because my husband, we went out, he hit it on the first night and we are married. I must be a good freak. He wifed me.
Okay.
So that's not
No. It is
true.
true. Here's the thing. Here's what happened in that scenario. And it's nothing wrong. I have met women not like that. I'm trying to think. Hitting on the first date, it means both of y'all are free. Okay. However, you can still marry that person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, y'all connected and then y'all freaking was limited to each other. Now, say he met the girl standing next to you, right?
Right.
She was a freak, hooked up with that first night.
Right.
Boom, boom.
Right.
They start clicking. He starts liking her. She's still in the club freaking.
Right.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
But if you locked it there, you met him, you locked it down, and y'all connected, then that's different than the girl who's actively out there freaking. And
when she got chemistry with everybody.
Right. That's not. You want somebody who's a freak for you, not for us.
For everybody. I think you can train anybody. You can train a dog, so you can train a hoe into a housewife.
Not if she doesn't want to.
Give her a lot of treats and stuff. Ring the bell. Conditional training. You can train a hoe into a housewife.
The problem with making a hoe a housewife is that when you are not home, you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening.
No, she's not gonna cheat no more because you done trained her like a dog. You train her.
I don't agree with that. I don't co-sign that. Co-sign that.
But husbands can be hoes, so you don't make husbands into hoes or hoes into husbands.
You shouldn't. And if you do,
but everybody can change, Diamond.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Here's my problem.
Because you was a hoe in 2015, you might not be a hoe no more.
I've been bad over the years. When I was DJing in clubs, like 4 nights out of a week, yeah, it got crazy. However, as time passed, you are supposed to move to the next level. You're supposed to change. Some people do, some people don't. Yeah, absolutely. I've been there, done that. You know what I mean? But my question, and we were talking off camera about this. A woman who stops dating a guy because he is
too nice
to her. Okay? And she feels he's immature. Right? So we're speaking about a specific situation where we're not going to say names, but
right.
She's fucking up.
It could be.
And she's going to regret. She's going to regret it. People that don't understand what we're talking about. We're talking about a guy who is a nice person, a bit immature, but likable. The family likes him. Kid, right? The kid likes him, right? Okay.
Who wouldn't like him?
All right. He's a cool guy. So I thought she liked him. But she gave him the, I guess the not it's me it's you, it's not you it's me speech, or let's just be friends.
Because you can be a nice guy, but you might be boring. You might be weird, different, Peter Panish.
He wasn't Peter Panish. What the fuck does that mean?
Peter Pan.
He's a movie star?
No, Peter Pan lived in his own world, and it was just Peter in his own world.
Okay. Here's my problem. Here's my problem. Oh wow, that was the wrong one. I realized that was the wrong one. My problem is that what she's going to do, and this is what I'm predicting. She's going to stop messing with this guy, who's a nice guy. Good job. maybe a little bad with money, but good job. And she's going to get with somebody who's going to treat her like crap.
Why do you feel that way?
Because that's what she wants. That's what she likes.
No, but that's what comes into what I'm saying when you're dating. If you meet
She wants somebody who's exciting, that's taking penitentiary chances. She needs somebody who is exciting. I don't know whether he's going to be locked up or whether he's going to be dead.
No,
this is exciting.
What I'm saying is when you're dating and you're seeing people or whatever, if they're missing something, you just let it you can't make somebody into who you want them to be. A person's gonna be who they are.
Right. They're gonna
But
be
if
who
you're
they
missing
are. So you're saying
something,
is
just
that
cut
she
it
does
off.
not
Yes,
she
stop
does
wasting
not
each
like
other's
him
time.
like that.
I didn't say that. I can't
No.
speak for her.
I mean,
I'm just saying what
based
I'm
on
saying.
if this was me and you were giving me advice, would you say move on?
Yes, I would say move on.
Okay.
Not
So-
that I'm speaking for her, but I
No,
would
no.
say,
I mean, I know he's gonna
If you
watch
tell
this,
me-
and so I want him to.
But if
move on.
you told me the situation, I would say, Diamond, you need to move on because you have too much to offer. You're a nice person, yada yada yada. And if I didn't know the chick and you just told me the story, I'll be like, move on. Why?
Right. All right. So now if it's reversed, if it's the guy and he's given the vibes that he doesn't want a quote unquote nice woman. What was the well, actually, let's take a quick break, and
With
then
the Betty Crocker box
I want you to
bitch?
tell that story, that scenario. Let's take a quick break, and let's come back and talk about that story. All right.
Betty Crocker.
All right. His and hers. Radio on fire. Women, y'all need to get your mind right. All right. We'll be back. Oh man. Yeah. That's all y'all.
It's not. It is not. It is not.
You say it's not. And why you say it's
Because everybody wants their mate that they want to settle down with to have the total package, everything that they've been looking for in a mate. And if you're missing something, two of those things, one of those things, then stop. You don't want to waste their time and don't waste my time because it's not going to happen. And it should always, bless you, it should already come naturally. I shouldn't have to make whatever that's not there.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be real because you don't know how to really act, that way. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you see little people in your little world,
In your little future. What? He don't see little people.
he might as well.
All right. Are we back? Are we ready?
That is like your close friend, though, and I understand. He's really cool. Like, I wish I could find, he needs a nice Muslim.
Whoa, no.
No, he needs a nice, I don't even want to say church girl because they can
That
get
is what he
crazy.
needs. That is what he needs. He's a church guy.
Why you don't date somebody in his church?
We are back. I don't know. RadioOnFire.com, his and hers. Yours truly, Diamond K, the very lovely.
Mrs. Sweet Tea.
All right, so we're talking about men and women and why women want guys who are bad guys. Y'all want what y'all deem as interesting, exciting. Somebody taking penitentiary chances. You don't know whether he's gonna be dead or in jail. That's what y'all want. Y'all want some excitement like that, right? That's what you want?
False.
No? Well, what do
No.
you want?
We just want a man to have all the things that we want him to have, and we don't have to make him have it. We don't have to train him to have it. He just came that way. And if you're missing, again, as I said, if you're missing 1%, if you're missing 2%, then let's not waste each other's time because you're not who I want to be with.
Okay. I agree with that. Now,
And I'm sorry that you're a good guy.
How far-
But you're not a good guy for me. That's what it is. You're not a good guy for me. You might be a good guy for Sister Margaret or some. You're not a good guy for me.
okay. So, at which point do you stop leeching off this man?
Oh my God!
Stop
did you say
asking leeching. Because here's what you do, and everything you said I agree with. Here's the problem that I have, women. Okay, you say this guy's not right for you, right? You say, I'm missing something here. Maybe you're right for somebody else. That was your voice.
Like?
That was me imitating you. So you say that, right? But your birthday's coming up, right? Christmas is coming up. Easter's coming up. Valentine's Day's coming up. Back to school's coming up. Black Friday's coming up. Then you call it the nigga who you didn't, he was missing some things. Oh, but he has some money, hopefully, to donate to Lil Jimmy and them, Lil Kenny and them, Lil Keisha and them. Okay, because their father was the guy you liked. Oh, let's forget, he ain't shit now. But back when you was getting pregnant, he was cool. But the pattern is repeating itself. So you use this good guy to fund your habits of taking care of responsibilities of the guy you chose and you liked, the bad guy who wasn't shit that you got a kid by, who you ain't even with. And the good guy stepping in is a better role model than his actual parent. But y'all women are too blind to see that, and you end up with another guy just like your baby father. And it just repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. And you got girlfriends who do the same dumb shit. And I'm sure you have an answer for that one too.
Where do I begin? It was so much anger.
I'm sorry. I talk to a lot of people. And I've seen a lot of things, and that's what it is. That's the cycle repeating itself. I went off on a rant, I know.
You want this?
No. Well, I mean, I'm passionate. What do you want me to say? I'm passionate. Yeah, I'm passionate. What? I mean, I don't feel like fuck love.
Me either, but I'm saying if he's dumb enough to do it, women can be manipulative. Mm-hmm. It's not right. I don't condone it.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you something else. In Batman, right? I'm gonna take it to Batman. Batman, who was actually my favorite superhero. Batman and the Joker. Okay, so Batman and Joker having an argument, right? Batman says to the Joker that you made me. You dropped me into the chemicals and you made me the Joker. And Batman says, oh, wait. You made me because the Joker killed Batman's parents.
Right.
So Batman is fueled by getting revenge for the people that killed person that killed his parents.
Right.
The Joker is committing crimes, even though he's been committing crimes his whole life, as the Joker because Batman dropped him in the chemicals. Both people feel the other one's responsible for them. And that's how men and women are. Now, women say that a good guy, these guys ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. All bad guys used to be good guys. Mm-hmm. And they are acting the way they are because they came across a woman who treated them, girl. Usually they're light skinned, who treated them wrong. And now they're bad guys as a result of coming across a bad woman.
It's the same. It's the same the other way, too. That's where communication comes in. And that's why I said that communication is the number one thing to make a relationship work. It's the number one thing when it comes to even dating. You have to put these things out on the table, even when you're dating, like, look, this is my situation. This is where I'm coming from. Understand I'm going to have these issues. I have these issues.
You do? Okay. I mean, that's where the insecurity sets in.
Right. If you let people know your issues and where you're coming from in your past relationship, then it's an understanding there.
Do you keep a diary?
Hell no.
Have you ever kept a diary?
Fuck no.
So we were talking about somebody going through someone's diary.
Right.
You know, I've never kept a diary.
I communicate with people, not pages, because you them pages will get you in a world full of trouble.
You know, it's funny that you said that, and what I just said. Before, I'm not gonna say I was an angel, but I was pretty. I was as close to a good, great boyfriend as you can get at this time. Mm-hmm. Now we're talking about years ago, but this is prior to me reading my third girlfriend's diary. I read her diary, changed my life. Okay, reading her diary changed my life, and it showed me the extent of lying that women can do. You know, reading the diary showed me, okay, she said she was doing this, she was really doing that.
Yep.
She said she was here, but she was really there. And she's speaking honestly. So I realized I didn't know her because she spoke honestly to the diary,
but not to you.
But to me, I'm like, who is this person? You know what I mean? And it hurt me in a way that up until that point I had not been hurt before.
Right.
And what I vowed was I'm not going to feel like this
ever
anymore
again.
And so what I'm going to do is do things so I don't feel like this anymore. Mm-hmm. And if other people need to feel like this, so be it. But it ain't going to be me. Mm-hmm. I vowed to make her feel the way I felt at that moment, which I did. And many other people
feel that way
too. So I went through a period like that. And then this is before I was in the clubs. I was just trying to come up at this point. And then about a year and a half later, I started coming up. And then you fast forward 2 years, I'm on the come up, right? You fast forward another year and I'm rolling.
Wow.
You know, but all this time, you know, she was around. I rubbed her face in it as much as possible. Knocked off a few of her friends. She doesn't know this, of course, but yeah.
Touché.
I did a lot. Yeah, touche. Yeah, touche, because she knocked off a couple of mine too. Damn. So I don't want you to feel bad. Don't feel bad for her. All right.
I hope she knows who she is.
She knows who she is, but she doesn't know I knocked off a few of her friends.
She know now.
She don't know.
And
when she sees this, she'll know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would never keep a diary. I've known a couple of people, men and women, that their life changed after they read somebody's diary.
So after you read the diary, if you read in there that the person,
do you go back to when did you wait to pop off when they asked?
I try. It's so funny. I realized that she kept a diary.
Right.
She hid the diary, right, but she always had the diary. As weird as that sounds.
Was it locked?
She kept it in her car, in her purse. So she had a separate bag for like a little, book, like case for it.
She would write it in front of you?
Sometimes she wouldn't. Sometimes she would jot little notes, and then she'd put it away, and it would be in her purse. And I was just like, one day I'm gonna read. So I plotted on it for months and months.
Did you ever ask her, "Can I read your diary?" Or what do you put in it?
I knew not to ask her because whenever I come around, she would close it up, put it in her purse, put it away.
Did you ever ask her what do you put? What are you writing? What is that?
I know it was. I mean, yeah. In the beginning, I did. And the big ass thing that said my diary was kind of gave it away, so I didn't have to ask the obvious questions like somebody sitting around watching football. He said, "What are you watching?" I mean, it's obvious they're watching football. So right. It was her diary, and I said one day I'm gonna get the opportunity. I'm not gonna push it because I'm a patient man, and so I waited.
How'd she slip up?
She was asleep one day, and she was in my house. My parents weren't home. Sisters weren't home. I don't know where everybody was at. This is early. She was in the house asleep. And obviously I was comfortable enough that my parents weren't going to be home. It was like a Saturday or something. I was comfortable enough that nobody was going to be home for a while. We just laid up in the house. So, fucked. She went to sleep. Boom. I go down and said, I'm going to go make a sandwich or whatever. She was asleep. I say, I saw when we went in the house, I saw her leaving in the car. So I went downstairs. Oh, correction, I went upstairs because my room was in the basement. Went upstairs, grabbed her keys, went to the car, stayed in the car, read her diary. And it was one of those diaries that it was like September at this time. So I read back to when we first met. So at that time, we had met in June. Mm-hmm. So it's September. So I read up until we met. Now, she had cheated since we had been together. And I read that. So my thing was, the things that happened before we met, don't even matter.
That's right.
But I looked at it just because I wanted to see character. And that shit turned my stomach. Okay? Turned my stomach. Like, it was so...
Did you have any clue that she was like a hoe?
No! No! I didn't... Let me tell you, I didn't know nothing. Like, I did not... Like, this was my third girlfriend. This was the third person I had been with. Uh-huh. Okay? And so I had no clue. Look, don't let my voice fool you. I'm from the hood. But I didn't have any experience about women.
Right.
So I was completely fooled, and so she was the first woman I dated that had a car, right? So she what I mean, at this time we were on the bus, right? You know what I mean? She was the first one that had a car. So it was like she was like on some, college guys. She's dating college guys.
Right.
Yeah. So I read the diary, but it was enough information that was from us knowing each other. I didn't have to go. I mean, I couldn't go to this stuff before we met. I stopped messing with a very good girl to mess with her.
But hold up, here we go. Why? Why did you stop messing with Betty, Crockerbox bitch, to mess to be with this other girl?
It's so crazy that you say that because I think the interest level, because she had the car, made it more interesting. Mm-hmm. And wow, I didn't even realize that.
Right.
Yeah. But the other girl was more attractive than her.
Oh,
my family liked the other girl,
right?
And my sisters, everybody, like it was not a popular decision for me to go with this girl,
right?
And
you left them behind.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I feel like shit now.
You should. As you may.
But it went full circle though.
Who was freakier?
The girl with the car.
Right.
I tell you, one time, I mean, like we had sex on a baseball field. Okay.
Right.
Mount St. Joe baseball field. Okay, I just want to say it's crazy right now. Okay, yeah. So that definitely the other girl would have never done that. At least I don't think she would have.
Right, but if she did, you probably would have stayed with her.
You're right.
That's when I say you have to balance it out. You have to.
Yeah. I mean, balance is important.
Very important. Because sometimes good can be boring.
It depends on what you're doing though. It depends on what you're doing. So it strictly depends on what you're doing. So if you're in the market for a wife, good's important.
Yeah.
Now looking back at the women, if I had to say which one would have made a better wife, the one who I left would have made a better wife. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Both of them have kids now. One's in a relationship and one isn't. Take a guess which one isn't.
I guess the one that had the car.
Yep. So, I mean, people get what they deserve. You get what you give out. Karma's a bitch.
Ain't it?
And the woman who is giving my man a hard time, Karma is a bitch.
You're terrible. You can't do that. You can't say that.
No, it is a bitch. You agree with me. You said Karma was a bitch.
It is a bitch. But my thing is, just because you're a good guy or you're a good girl, you might not be a good guy or a good girl for me.
I mean, here's the thing. She leads him on.
What?
I think she uses him and abuses him just because she can. She does it because she can.
She does not lead him on or abuse him.
She doesn't put her hands on him, but she plays yo-yo with him. She goes fishing with him. She goes fishing, so she's like.
See, I don't know. We don't really. Me and my girlfriends. I mean, we talk about relationships, but we try to just be mindful. We don't really dig.
Okay. All right.
Into, we try to, keep, just stay out of certain things. You know what I mean? But I don't think she abuses him and uses him.
Okay.
You're going to take up for your friend anyway.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
We during the wild periods in the Horseman days,
he was still a good guy.
We would always joke him because, we would be back at the house, hotel. We would have a bunch of girls, hotel parties. He would be there, but he wouldn't do anything. And, we would have girls. So sometimes for fun, for entertainment purposes, we would have girls strip in front of him, put ass in his face, all this kind of stuff. He'd be like, I will not cheat. I will not cheat. So he and what about that was interesting is years later, I used to ask him, like, yo, why would you always say that? I will not cheat. And when he explained to me the reason, it was so deep. I said, you should have told niggas this back in the day. It would have smacked him in the face, but he never did. So we always made jokes about it. Right. He's a good guy.
He is.
She's fucking up. She's fucked up.
He is.
But he needs to move on.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't believe I just said that. No,
that he needs to move on?
No. The other story.
The other story? What story?
I kind of revealed him a little bit.
Terrible.
Just a bit. Not
just a little bit.
I mean, to the people that's in the know.
Right.
So last thing, Valentine's Day is coming up.
That's my special holiday.
Is that big? Is that big with a married couple?
Yes.
What is so special about Valentine's Day? What does it even mean?
It's a made-up Caucasian holiday.
Okay.
Because Valentine's really meant the day of murder. That was a massacre.
Oh, but it was prior to that.
Huh?
That was only in the 30s, but
But that's what it was.
Well, they did it on that day.
Yeah, it was a massacre.
Yeah.
And then the Caucasians, like they do, changed shit around. And now it's a day of love.
Well, I mean, the Al Capone, when Al Capone and them did that murder, it was already a love day, though. It was already a love day.
No, I'm talking like before even that.
Oh, you going back?
Yeah, back like 1900s.
No. Yeah, that's.
But that's a day. Valentine's Day, I'm a big Valentine's person. I even take the day off. My boss already knows on Valentine's Day. He doesn't know matter what day of the week.
You take the day off?
Yes, I take the day.
Wow.
I take the day off for Valentine's and the day after because I know I'm going to be very tired.
Okay.
And so this week is on Saturday. This year it's on Saturday.
So you didn't have to take off?
Yeah, I took Friday off and Monday.
Okay.
It's going to be a good weekend.
So is that fair to say that there won't be a His and Her show next week?
Yes, there will be. I'll be here.
All right, so that's good. So Valentine's Day is special to you. It is important. So I have to see what do you have in store, but I'm sure you don't.
I think we're going to go to the Cat Williams show.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, and then Be Freaks.
Okay, that's what's up. A
lot of chocolate, a lot of liquor, and whipped cream and of that nature.
No kids.
7 be gone.
This is how you got here, little
That's
man.
the only time I eat chocolate.
Oh my! All right. All right. So we will be back next week. That is good. To bring this thing full circle, do you think it's possible for someone to need what they think they don't want?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
So,
But
so as women,
but-
you can be wrong with this one, the interesting thing, and sometimes maybe you need to turn down a little bit in order to be a good mother. It ain't always about turning up, moms.
It isn't, but as I said, Diamond, what you said, it was a valid statement. Sometimes you may need something that you think that you don't want. But basically, us as human beings, when we put our mind forth, like, this is what I want and this is it,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard for change.
Sure.
But if you do need somebody that you thought you didn't want, that person has to keep you interested.
Okay.
Keep you
Okay.
curious. Oh, why do I need this person? You know what I mean? It's not my type, not the person I would like settle down with, but it's something about them that keeps me coming.
Okay.
So you have to keep it interesting.
So it's constantly a game.
It's not a
constantly
game. It's real. It's real.
It is constantly a game.
It's real.
Fellas, it's a game.
But you got women out here that just want to hurt men just forever.
Oh, sure. Sure. And yeah.
But as I
don't
said,
say about that. That's true.
communication is the key.
Alrighty then. It is the key. Communication is the key. Yeah. I don't know. Instagram and Twitter. How can people Instagram? Because you still not feeling Twitter.
Jamaican doll.
Let's
Let's talk about Facebook real quick.
Okay.
People out there that hit me on Facebook, I have a thing. If you cannot put it on my timeline, do not put it in my inbox.
Okay.
You don't know. I get dicks all day. People send me their dicks in my inbox.
Really?
And I'm like, why?
Really?
Yes.
We doing that out here?
Yes. The thirst is real.
Okay,
But
so women
hold on.
don't. Let's flip it the other way. I don't get lips in my inbox.
But I was
don't
just
get
talking to my
asses in my
girlfriend
inbox.
today.
It's
Do
crazy.
women do that? Do women send men pictures of their cooch
Not unsolicited?
or their booties? And then if in inboxes because men do it.
So what did y'all come up with?
often. We thought they was until you just told me.
No.
We thought women are like, and sometimes these people, I'm not even friends with these
Let-
people. I
let
don't
me-
know how they message me.
Let me say this: women do not send unsolicited nipples, breasts, ass. It does not happen.
has to be solicited
It
if
has
they send
to be
it.
asked for. Because something, if you get the text, send me a picture, then maybe they'll do it. But it's just not. No, you just like, oh, I got a message. You see, whoa, no, that doesn't happen.
Yes.
Doesn't happen.
Yes. Keep this between me and you. I'm telling you, and I go hard on
Wow.
Facebook, but I was like, if my daughter wasn't my Facebook friend, I already reckless on Facebook, and she already knows how I am. But if my daughter was not my friend, I would post it on my Facebook page with your name. I would screenshot it so the world can see.
Well, Puppy
It's
talks
gross.
about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, she does it all the
She puts the
time.
people on blast, though.
Yeah, it is disgusting because you just open up your mess and you don't know what you're going to get.
Well, I mean,
And I'm thinking, oh, maybe, it's about
good-
radio
a
or
good
something
guy
about a
wouldn't do
show.
that.
For your eyes
A
only.
good guy wouldn't do that.
Damn Chucky doll.
Yeah, that's
good guy.
that's a little crazy. All right,
That's reckless.
that's reckless. That's what y'all like though. Y'all like the drama. Y'all like the drama.
Men like the drama too.
A different kind of
You
drama.
like the girls when they give you that little caliente. Don't do it. I swear, if I was a submissive wife, my husband would be so bored and fed up with me if I was very submissive, and I know it because it gets boring. It gets boring. I give him that caliente. I give him the freak of the night. I change my hair up. I mean, you got to keep it going. I crack slick. Yes, I do with the mouth.
We would like a stress-free life.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No. See, women, that's your problem.
You have to balance it out.
No. Feed me, fuck me, shut the fuck up. That's what men like.
Lies.
One more time.
Lies.
Feed me, fuck me, shut the fuck up.
Lies.
That's what we want. We don't want that drama. Fellas, ladies, let me know. Instagram and Twitter at The Diamond K Show. However you're seeing this, comment there. If you agree with Miss Sweetie, if you agree with me, you want to be right, you want to be wrong. Whatever you want to do.
You got to keep it spicy. And you men know that they like some spice in their life. You've had plenty of spice in your life.
I have. We're going to read some of these comments next week.
And I'll be like, Diamond, why are you still messing with her? You be like, he hit real good.
Yeah, but that's not about arguing. That's about
I be like,
sexual compatibility.
She's still around. You be like,
I'm not even speaking on that. Okay.
I just seen you and such and such. She'd be like, I can't leave her. Why? She won't let me.
All right, we gotta go.